To the Extreme is the major label debut studio album of American rapper Vanilla Ice and his best-selling album. The album was initially released in 1989 by independent record label Ichiban Records under the title Hooked. Vanilla Ice signed to SBK Records, who reissued the album under its current title. The album contains Vanilla Ice's most successful singles, Ice Ice Baby, and Play That Funky Music. Although reviews of the album were mixed, To the Extreme spent 16 weeks at the top of the Billboard 200, and sold 15 million copies worldwide. History: in 1989 Vanilla Ice released an early version of To the Extreme under the title Hooked on Ichiban Records. Play That Funky Music was released as the album's first single, with Ice Ice Baby appearing as the B-side. The 12-inch single featured the radio, instrumental and a cappella versions of Play That Funky Music, and the radio version and Miami Drop remix of Ice Ice Baby. When a disc jockey played Ice Ice Baby instead of the single's A-side, the song gained more success than Play That Funky Music. A music video for Ice Ice Baby was produced for $8,000. The video was financed by Vanilla Ice's manager, Tommy Quan, and shot on the roof of a warehouse in Dallas, Texas. Heavy airplay of the video by the box while Vanilla Ice was still unknown increased public interest in the song. In 1990, Vanilla Ice signed to SBK Records, who reissued Hooked under the title To the Extreme. The reissue contained new artwork and music. Ice Ice Baby was given its own single, released in 1990 by SBK Records in the United States, and EMI Records in the United Kingdom. The SBK single contained the Miami Drop, instrumental and radio mixes of Ice Ice Baby, and the album version of its A-Party. The EMI single contained the club and radio mixes of the song, and the shortened radio edit. Music: Vanilla Ice wrote Ice Ice Baby at the age of 16, basing its lyrics upon the South Florida area in which he was raised. The lyrics describe a drive-by shooting and Vanilla Ice's rhyming skills. The chorus of Ice Ice Baby originates from the signature chant of the National African American Fraternity Alpha Phi Alpha. The song's hook samples the bass line of the 1981 song Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. Freddie Mercury and David Bowie did not receive credit or royalties for the sample. In a 1990 interview, Vanilla Ice said the two melodies were slightly different because he had added an additional note. In later interviews, Vanilla Ice readily admitted he sampled the song and claimed his 1990 statement was a joke. Others, however, suggested he had been serious. Vanilla Ice later paid Mercury and Bowie, who have since been given songwriting credit for the sample. The stylistic origins of Rasta Man are based upon reggae toasting. Reception: To the Extreme became the fastest-selling hip-hop album of all time, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard 200. The album spent 16 weeks at the top of the charts, and 7 million copies were shipped across the United States. To the Extreme was the best-selling hip-hop album up until that time. Ice Ice Baby has been credited for helping diversify hip-hop by introducing it to a mainstream, white audience. Reviews of To the Extreme were mixed. Entertainment Weekly reviewer Dom Lombardo gave the album a B, calling the album so consistent in its borrowings that it could be a parody, if it weren't for its total absence of wit, but concluding that if there's about a 2-to-1 ratio of winners to clunkers, that's not the worst track record for a debut album. Ardovich cited Ice Ice Baby, Play That Funky Music, Dancin', and It's a Party as the album's highlights. Robert Christgau gave the album a C rating, writing that Vanilla Ice's suave sexism, fashionably male supremacist rather than dangerously obscene, is no worse than his suave beats. Allmusic reviewer Steve Huey wrote that Ice's mic technique is actually stronger and more nimble than MC Hammer's, and he really tries earnestly to show off the skills he does have. Unfortunately, even if he can keep a mid-tempo pace, his flow is rhythmically stiff, and his voice has an odd timbre. Plus, he never seems sure of the proper accent to adopt. He's able to overcome those flaws somewhat in isolated moments, but they become all too apparent over the course of an entire album. After audiences began to view Vanilla Ice as a novelty act, his popularity began to decline. He would later regain some success, attracting a new audience outside of the mainstream audience that had formerly accepted him, and then rejected him. Track listing, samples, Ice Ice Baby, Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie, Stop the Train, Funky Drummer by James Brown, Stop the Train by Keith and Tex, Hooked, I Know You Got Soul by Bobby Bird, Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry, Dancin', ABC by the Jackson 5, Dancing Machine by the Jackson 5, It's a Party, Think by Lynn Collins, Thriller by Michael Jackson, Go Ill, Get Up Sex Machine by James Brown, Ice Cold, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown, Think by Lynn Collins, Personnel, The Following people contributed onto the Extreme, Vanilla Ice Euro vocals, lyrics, producer, additional musicians, Paul Loomis Euro keyboards, producer, engineer, keyboard bass, Craig Pride Euro vocals, technical personnel, Che Euro overdues, beats, George Anderson Euro engineer, Tim Kimsey Euro engineer, Tommy Kwan Euro executive producer, Kim Sharp Euro producer, Gary Wooten Euro engineer, Henry Falco Euro engineer, Kyrie Euro producer, Janet Burr Euro art direction, design, Michael Levine Euro photography, Darryl Williams Euro producer, Michael Zarsfield Euro engineer, charts, and of decade charts, references.